I'll praise him. What's up, bro? What's up with you, man? Come top in with me, man. What's up with you, man?
Bro, I just saw y'all out here.
Okay. What's your name?
Thomas, bro. Or y'all can call me Jay.
All right, bro. Jay. All right. You said Jay?
Yeah.
Okay, Jay. Like Jay Watt?
Yeah. Middle name, yeah.
Okay. Thomas J, bro. We locked in for sure. I'm Mahar.
Appreciate that.
I'm Mahar. Mahar. M-A-H-A-R.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yes, sir. So what happened? What did you hear that you was like, man, I gotta come back here?
Sleep in that car over there. Y'all wasn't here this morning. And then I was like fucking around and I came back here to grab some food.
Yeah.
And then I saw y'all posted up. I wanted to see what's going on.
Why you in your car?
Man, I fell into a bad way, but it's cool. It is what it is.
It's the shorty, man. It's the girl, huh?
Man.
Hey.
You gotta talk about all that.
What, man?
I like this. Like public education too. This is like the one thing that you don't really see too much of. When you do, it's like on TikTok, you scroll iPads.
Yeah. So how old are you?
24.
You from here?
Born and raised.
Okay. What school did you go to?
Booker T.
Oh, okay. So you was at BTW. Yeah, you locked in for real then. Okay, so you be out one for real. See, my sister go to BTW.
It's a cool one, or it used to be. I don't know much about it now.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we got a whole bunch of pictures. If you look close enough, you'll see a lot of it is pertaining to slavery. Those actually not. That's not. But you can see some of these, man. Going into slavery, going into stuff like that. They kind of worn out. So, which one? Where we at?
Fucking Scooby-Doo one. That's what
You
I'm
see
looking
that?
at. That's crazy.
That's insane right there, Zion. You see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't think nobody ever noticed that one to bring that up. But you see how they doing this, man? That's not good. They got him as the dog. That's Scooby. Got the black man as Scooby-Doo. Real quick though, man. What y'all think about the animal dog? I mean, the animal that we know as dog. Think it's good or bad? Okay. It's good, and it can be bad also. The context is right. That's very true. Dogs got a good purpose. I know one of the a righteous man name was actually dog. Who know? Not you, you know. All right, you can answer. Caleb. Kalab. That's what his name means in the Hebrew, dog. He was loyal, he was faithful. They say dog is a man's best friend. That's the slogan these days. All right, but Caleb was amongst the 12 or the other 11 men that went to go spy out our homeland before we received it, and everybody else came back and gave an evil report saying, man, there's giants over there. We afraid. Fear was starting to take over the camp. Caleb came and eased everybody. All right, big bro Caleb. He got fat lamb for that. Standing on business, real sturdy. Like, cause he a dog. He weighed 1,000 pounds. So look, all right. So what do you think about? So you familiar with American history? A little bit. Yeah. Okay, I don't know a whole bunch, but I know a little bit. So the little bit I got, I'll share it with you. So are you familiar with the transatlantic slave trade?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So you're aware that it was a real thing. You acknowledge that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, sweet. We gotta ask. Some people say that was. Hey, Cap. We came across people who said the transatlantic slave trade never happened.
Yeah. That's crazy.
We came across that, right? So
it's still plantations built to this day, standing. What are you talking about? Just go drive to one.
Exactly. So that's why I had to build up to it, make sure we were seeing eye to eye. So awesome. So we know that transatlantic slave trade actually happened. Now, this is where we go to help prove that we are God's chosen people. Watch this. Watch this. So he already going to the scripture. He know I won't. And can you go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 2? So this is why, what do you think the number one selling book is on earth? Take one guess.
The Bible?
Bingo. They had to take it off the list, so it might not be there now, but they took it off of that because it was the number one every year. Couldn't stop it. Right? So this is a great book. Beautiful. But the thing about the Bible is it has a lot of history, a lot of proverbs and wise sentences and psalms. They give you a lot of discretion, and it also got a ton of prophecy. No other book does that. A lot of books, they might have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. There's history books that teach you about history, but there's not a lot of books that's going to tell you the future, right? So this is something that's historic, but it was prophetic at the same time. It happened in the past, but he spoke about it before it happened. And now we can identify and say, dang, we must be the Israelites, right? So I'm gonna walk you through that. And then I'm gonna ask you about what do you think should happen because this happened to us? Because God loves judgment. God.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. So sometimes I was taught this in Christianity. You can kind of just pick up the Bible, turn to any page. Malachi, you got your Bible? Kind of turn to any page and just kind of start reading it anywhere, and just tell me the first thing you read.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 1 and verse 17.
This is crazy, right? Read that.
Zion spreadeth forth her hands, and there is none to comfort her. The Lord hath commanded concerning Jacob, that his adversaries should be around about him. Jerusalem is a minstrous woman among them.
Right. And then they kind of close your Bible up. They kind of close and say, that was good. Wow. The Bible, right?
The Bible, right?
Christianity. Yeah. And you kind of feel like you did a good thing today. You don't know what the hell you read.
That was my verse of the day.
That was my verse of the day. So that's not what you're supposed to do. The Bible, you don't know nothing. The book of Lamentations, you don't even know the time period it was written in. The book of Lamentations was written by who? The prophet Jeremiah. He prophesied in what time period? Babylonians.
Yeah.
The Babylonian captivity. We went into captivity. The word lament means to like mourn. Exactly. So it was a letter of mourning, but you'll read it not having any understanding, any background history. That book was literally for the Israelites who were in mourning. Us getting our land stripped from us. Us going to captivity. And then you'll read it, apply it to you, and say, verse of the day, y'all. So there's so much understanding in this book, and people skim right past it every day. Right? So the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, the reason why I did that is because I wanted to explain to you what was actually going on in this chapter and in the book of Deuteronomy. So you got Moses. Everyone knows who Moses is, yeah? He's a,
Red Sea.
exactly.
He went to Egypt and freed everybody. He freed his people, brought him back.
Bingo. You made two good statements right there. First, he said he freed everybody. I was gonna be like, hold on, that ain't true. Because who was everybody? But then you said he freed his people. Who were those people?
The Israelites. No?
Bingo. My boy Jay, come on, man. Okay, Jay. So a lot of people don't know that. It should be common knowledge, though. It should be household information. So Moses, he delivered the Israelites. So after delivering the Israelites, this took place. Deuteronomy chapter 28. And he said this to the Israelites. Right? Let's read it again.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said, if you don't do God's commandments and obey him, all of this fucked up shit is gonna happen. Curses. You're gonna be cursed. If you ever read this chapter, you're gonna see all of the
So
curses.
you'll be cursed in this life and the next.
You'll be cursed. Yep. And the curses are gonna be upon thee forever, right? Go ahead and grab that.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So the curses are going to be upon our people for a sign, just like this right here. We got a sign right here. When you drive past or you're on the highway, you see big signs to let you know where stuff is at. The curses is going to be upon who? The Israelites, for a sign and for a wonder. In the duration, it said it's going to be on us forever. So these are the key ingredients to knowing who the Israelites are in the last day. Con? So let's read some of the curses. Let's get any curse you want. You know what? I want 16 first. But you can get any curse you want after that.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 16.
Bring it out.
Cursed shall thou be in the cities, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So the first curse in Deuteronomy chapter 28 was that you would be cursed in the cities. No matter what city the Israelites are inhabiting, they're going to be cursed. You're going to be on the bottom of society. You're going to get the worst grade of everything. You're going to be in the ghettos, the slums, the hoods. That's the majority of what the Israelites are going to be going through. Now, one of the things you got to ask yourself, well, shit, who is the majority living in poverty, living in the slums, living in the ghettos? You know, the last hired, first fired, systematic oppression. You got to think about it. And through process of elimination, you're going to be like, well, it's not the Chinese people. Well, we're not going to say it's the East Indians. You know, they always in the hood, but it ain't because they live there. They got a damn corner store and a hair store set up. Chinese, that's not them. And then you kind of look at it some more, and you're like, man, I mainly see the Negroes, Mexicans, mainly. That's the majority. That's not to say there's no white people. That's not to say there's no East Indian people. But this is the majority. Why? Because the curses is upon them. Then it said you'll also be cursed in the field. The most recent, I mean, that's arguable. Someone might be able to argue that. But one of the most recent that I'm familiar with is things that happened after the transatlantic slavery. How this kingdom was actually established and built on free labor. What was we doing? America was built up of free labor that we was doing. Where was we doing? Yeah? I'm not gonna say
I don't know
your
what kind of specific question you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was in the field. That's where I was going with it. Because we was cursed in the city and cursed in the field. Working in the field is a good thing, but working in the field and receiving little to no compensation for it, that's a curse.
Right.
I mean, we heard about the things that happened in slavery. The butt breaking. I mean, destroying a man's pride, taking a man's respect and honor and dignity. That's one of the vilest and worst things that a man could do to another man. You take a man's pride, take a man's honor, his dignity. There's accounts where men was getting taken by the slave master into a shack right in front of his family. Sometimes his children and his wife is, witnessing firsthand him getting slammed. You talk about taking the man's honor and respect and dignity. That does something psychologically, and it destroys the household. It makes it to where the woman is less reliant on her husband. And these things are direct. It affects our families to this day. Ask me how. Why? I'll tell you why. When you look at our household, the structure of I'm speaking in generalization. I'm generalizing it, right? This isn't every single household, every single family, but it is a big majority of our people that go through this. What happened? So, just how they did this in slavery, they tried to destroy the black man, destroy the Native American man, destroy the Mexican man, so where the men could not be the leaders of the household, where the women became the leaders of the household. This is exactly what they do, systematic oppression. The ghettos getting certain benefits, like SNAP benefits, food stamps. One of the key ingredients is, the man not really being there. Getting Section 8 housing. The people who get that benefit the most is the women, first and foremost, and they usually get the man cannot be involved, and it's a big challenge whenever. Rarely does the man get it, and if he does get it, he's not gonna get it as long as a woman gets it. Rarely does a woman get it if she has the man with her. They want to ask you all the questions. Where is he at? So what that does is give the woman more power over the household. She kicking him out. She shouldn't have certain authority over her man, but she does. And what this does is create a weak household. When you go into the Hebrew, when you go into the word man, it means, or father, it means Abba. Abba. That's how you say father in the Hebrew.
Right.
How you say mother in the Hebrew is Amma. Amma. Both, huh? So Abba is two words right there. They just been conjugated and shortened for the word Abba. The first word is Allah. Allah. And Allah means cattle or strength.
Right.
Because they have a lot of strength. Abba, the first part is Allah, which means strength. The Ba means Baya, and Baya means house. So the word father really means in the Hebrew, because it's a simple and direct language, it means strength of house in the Hebrew. And mother, Allah, Mayam, Ama, Mayam, I'm saying that because that's one of his names. Tahwa Mayam. Mayam. What Mayam mean?
Water.
It means water. So this is giving us more understanding on what the mother is supposed to do. Water is very important, right? Just like having the strength of your household and having the strength of water is very important. Water takes the shape of anything you put it in, right? Water takes the shape of anything you put it in. So whenever her husband tell her to take this shape, move this way, go here, she does that. That's the natural order of things when you go into the book of 1 Corinthians.
Water follows directions.
Water follows directions.
Not only that, but what's a womb full of? Water.
Water.
What happens when a woman's about to give birth? Water breaks.
Yep, there we go.
And that is her strength.
And that is her strength. All praise to the Most High, man. We gaining. We out here moving, right? We gaining, man. We gaining. Good information right there. So, before I got sidetracked and went on to a little side quest, we was making ground and we was going into the first curse, which is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. And it says, curse shall not be in the city, curse shall not be in the field.
To add what you were speaking about, our women are also incentivized. They are given incentive and bribes to leave their man and not like form a normal family. Like in a normal family, a strong family in a non-broken nation, right? The man is the strength of the household. You got the wife and the kids. That's a strong family, right? And you even got what's it called? You got nuclear families and you got extended families. A lot of people team up with their extended family to increase the strength of their household even more. You see Issachar, they have the grandma in the house, the mama in the house, the father, the grandfather. They increase their teamwork to get a better result because two is better than one. But our women are incentivized. They offer benefits to go against the normal family structure, right? To further weaken our nation. You can leave your man, and you can put him on child support.
And you don't really got to prove a lot of things.
You don't gotta prove nothing.
That's cunning work. How do you beat that?
Crafty counsel.
I was trying to find it. You took it out of I couldn't find it. Cunning work, crafty counsel. So you got to know that. Now the regular average Joe Smo, average guy, he's not thinking and considering about this. He's not really doing anything to fix this. But he get hit with it, then he kind of complain about it, then he said, man, the system is all fucked up. That's all he got. He don't really got no game plan on how to go against it, how to fix it, where to start. He not even understanding why it's going like this. What's the cause of this? A wise man, he'll know why we going through all of this. If I asked any of these brothers, why are we going through these kind of things? Why are these bad things happening to us as a people? Why are the curses on us? We will all have the same exact answer. And we will all be able to show you in the Bible. All of us. The reason why we go through these curses is because we disobey God's commandments. Cut!
God.
We broke God's commandments. That's why the curses are put on us, right? We read that verse in verse 15, right? Let's read it one more time. Yep, 15.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right, so I don't got to make up my own words and freestyle. I can just read what the Bible says. You can go through all these curses because you don't want to listen to me. You don't want to hearken to me. So now in these last days, just like the prophecies say, we will wake up and we will start obeying God's commandments. Let's get to Luke chapter 2, verse 30. Real quick.
Luke chapter 2 and verse 30.
Bring it out.
For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
They shall what?
They shall remember themselves.
See, hardly do we get people like Jay, like from our nation. And actually, maybe I should ask you, because you're doing such a good job. It kind of is an indicator that you could be, but it's kind of an indicator that you're not. Because our people hard-headed. They don't like listening. When we try and talk to them and give them understanding, they reject it. They turn away from us. They turn the shoulder. They do whatever. So what is your race?
Native American.
Native American?
Got the card to prove it too. I know.
Yeah. Okay. So a Native American. Let me show you something. Go to Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Hey man, it's not gonna work like that. That's what the scripture gonna teach you.
The book of Numbers.
So you know how people in races and ethnic groups, they mingle and they mix, etc. Right? So the scriptures, it goes into that and it gives us understanding and it helps us from not having so much confusion. Right? So let's read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree.
They declared their pedigrees, their lineage, their family tree. How did they do it, King?
After their families by the house of their fathers.
Say that again.
After their families by the house of their fathers.
Right. So they determined their pedigree or their lineage by who their father was. That's how you're supposed to do it. Let's get another scripture. It should be Ezra 2:59. We gotta knock the dust off. It's been a minute. Ezra 2:59.
This is Ezra 2, verse 59.
No.
And these were they which went up from Telmelah, Tel-Harsa, Sharab, Adon, and Immer. But they could not shew their father's house.
But what?
But they could not shew their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Israel.
Right. So, we need to bring that one out more. It's plain. So, this is the custom of the Israelites. Whenever you read the genealogy in the Bible, it'll say David, the son of Jesse, Jesse, the son of, and it'll always list off who? The men. Always. It don't go off who their mom was, and then they give you the whole lineage of the mother.
I mean, even marriage today, you take the father's last name as your own when you get married. Like you change, the woman changes her last name.
Exactly. That's a great point. And just to take that, what you said a step further, a woman does take the last name of her husband, and instead of being called Miss, she's known as Mrs. To show that.
Or S.
Exactly. And it shows that she is being possessed, or she belongs to someone else, belongs to a man, belongs to her husband. Right? So a lot of times in today's, what's the word? In modern times, people don't like the sound of that. Women don't like the sound of that. I
over no nigga. Ain't nobody gonna be over me. I'm independent.
Especially our women. We got a big problem with that.
I can do it all by myself.
And she can't do it all by herself.
Right.
That's why you need a husband. That's why you need a Lord. Right? Gotta get in order. So that was a side note. That's what modern times, they don't like the structure that the Most High has set up in the Bible. They don't like it. They want the husband and the wife to be eye to eye, and you say, hey babe, can you go do this for me? And she kind of buck up. Look that one. She kind of, I ain't doing nothing. She kind of getting beefy with you. Today's women, they literally will square up with a man. Like they will try and fight you and outbox you and kind of try and wrestle you up. They will literally try and take it to hand-to-hand combat. I've heard this so many times. Hit me, nigga, hit me. I dare you. That's insane. So I'm led to believe through wisdom, knowledge and understanding, and a little bit of research that wasn't flying back in the day. Like she'd get hemmed up. It wasn't gonna, like, I think in the 80s in America they were saying that, women was getting hit, like getting smacked.
In
Wow.
the 50s?
What? Getting crazy.
In the 50s it wasn't going down.
It wasn't going like that. But this is a new thing. Everything's so out of order. You got women bucking up saying, hit me, Jay. Hit me. I dare you. Guess what? Because they got, who they really married to is the sister. And if you hit them, Jay, guess what that? 911. Jay hit me. He body slammed me. He uppercut me. Look at my face. I mean, I done seen girls. They start hitting themselves.
I've seen that.
Just to get
I
the.
done seen my mom hop on top of my dad, bite this man on his head. I'm talking the mugshot this man has teeth marks. He has a mugshot, by the way.
Yeah. They probably wasn't like, nah. They probably wasn't hearing him. Nah, bro.
Hey, look, you trying to explain your side? Like, man, she just started hitting me. He kind of like step away from the woman.
Yeah.
Step away.
You might have called 911. But nah, bro. By the time
He
they
kind
get
of grabbed his gun.
Like, hey,
no sudden movements.
calm down. Matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and just put cuffs on you just for my sake. We're gonna go ahead and put cuffs on you. That's how crazy it's getting. So when we tell you the whole structure of the households, I mean, if you got a submissive woman who in order, take good care of that, cherish that, because you got women trying to square up with you and put hands on you and kind of, she thinks she can beat you up, like the pride demon. Like, that's crazy to think that you can beat up a man. Like one arm, you know what I'm saying, is more than enough.
You know what's probably crazy? Think about Ronda Rousey. You know who that is.
Yeah.
Female UFC fighter.
Yeah.
She probably cook and clean. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You say she probably
She
couldn't.
probably cook and clean at the crib.
Oh,
she
yeah.
don't be squaring up with a man, and she
No.
knows he can beat his ass.
Nah.
She can beat his ass. But that's like a really
Yeah.
specific case. I'm just talking
Nah, I feel you. Yeah. Nicki Minaj, and she got the song "I Don't Cook, I Don't Clean." Let me tell you how I get that ring. That's Cardi B. Nah, they all the same to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. They got the same spirit. So Cardi B said, "I don't cook, I don't clean." Oh yeah, cause she with Offset, and then Offset said, "Y'all, she lying." And he recording her, and she kind of cleaning. I don't know if it was cooking or cleaning. It was one of them. I want to say she was doing laundry and getting through that. She lying to y'all. And then I heard that she don't allow her children to listen to her music. And this is what, if I could go in, like, if I could have a saying and people just repeat it like 1 billion times, it might, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, let me just tell y'all what I think, instead of saying it like that. I wish more people would see Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Sexy Red, Meg Thee Stallion as sellouts. Because they teaching our women how to be whores, how to be harlots. Cardi B is a sellout. She got money, And all she's doing is teaching women, the younger women, how to be disgraceful, how to be unsubmissive, how to be disrespectful. And she did that for what? Money. That's a sellout. Say it again.
Records about being a good wife just don't sell.
Yeah. Records
just
about
don't.
being a good wife don't sell. That's correct. That's because this whole nation, this whole kingdom, it was built up a certain way on unrighteousness, unrighteous dealings. Let's get that in the book of Sirach. I want to say it's chapter 10. Yeah, let me find out. Hello. All right, bring that up. The kingdom is translated. 8, 7. Okay.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8.
Go.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So because all the evil, the deceit, the wickedness, the sins, the kingdom is going to be translated to one people to another people. That means, you got the Roman kingdom, all the wickedness, the abominations, the sodomy, the damn unrighteous killings, all of the BS. It got translated from them to the next people, to the Americans, right? Predominantly North America. But because all of the wickedness that goes on here, and the foundation of this place was built on bloodshed, right? Get that in Numbers chapter 33. You got something? If y'all got something, just let me know, man. We just vibing through the spirit. At this pace, we could probably go for a long time. Say it again. 33, and what is it, King? The blood that followed the land. It might be 31. It might be 31 and 33. Okay, try 33 and 31.
Could be 35, 33.
35, 32.
It might be. He said 35, 33.
I'm gonna just look at
Did you check 30, 33, and 31?
Yeah, it's 35, 33.
Okay. Man, it's a classic, man. We ain't touched that in a minute. Thank you, sir.
This is Numbers 35, verse 33.
Bring it out.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
It was a lot on that verse right there. It says, blood defiles the land. That's what is defiling America. I mean, the whole core, the whole foundation, how this thing was established or started, it was by blood. If it was done righteously, then that's another thing. But it was done unrighteously. The amount of covenants that the Europeans broke when it comes to the native settlers that was already here, the Native American tribes that was already here. I mean, it says that they broke like over 300 covenants in the span of what? How many years?
Not a lot.
Yeah, I think it was less than 100. That's a lot of covenants and treaties to break. It was a lot of covenants and treaties to break. Woo, that's a lot. All right, let me get that verse in Psalm chapter 51, verse 22. So it says, blood defiles the land, and that can't be cleansed but by, let's read it again so I don't butcher it.
This is Numbers 35, verse 33.
Watch.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land.
Right?
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
The only way to cleanse the blood is for the people who shedded the blood, they blood to be shed. That's crazy. That's insane. Like, this is how the Most High God thinks and operates. We think because of Christianity We're gonna go like this and say, Kumbaya, my Lord. Hey, y'all remember we was at OKC and we got Lapili. I can't remember his first name. But you remember the video went viral. Me, was right there. Yada Dai was right there. Basically, it went viral. It was one of the videos that went viral. And he was like how do I describe him? He looked at like, what is those people think?
I'm talking about the pastor.
Was he trying to leave?
Yeah, he tried to, yeah.
I know that video.
What's
He
his,
looked like a Mennonite.
He looked like a Mormon or something.
Mormon, Mennonite, or Amish.
he looked Amish.
Amish.
Yeah. You remember we put up the OKC and they was all in a circle saying Kumbaya? Y'all don't remember that? That was insane. It was insane.
Like they came out there to do that.
Yeah, they came out there to kind of,
And they bounced out.
and they smashed, man.
They sang
but
like one song and they bounced out.
They came out there with the intent.
with the intent. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with praising the Lord, man. Ain't nothing wrong with singing a song. But they was really out there singing Kumbaya like this. It feel a little weird, don't it?
Playing with the acoustic guitar.
They was vibing so tough. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Hey, what do he believe in?
He believe in
Believe in Israel?
America. Nah, I don't know what he believes in.
What's that? What's your belief?
I think a lot of things, and honestly, I have not gotten enough information on just one thing to have just one discerned belief, but I do believe there's a God. I do believe there's someone who created everything, and I believe we were made in the image of that. I believe that, there's definitely there's good things to do and there is bad things to do. And regardless of what you believe, who you believe in, or what you're doing to believe in it, if you're doing good things will happen. And that's all the world needs is good.
Hey, would you serve? You said you believe that there's a God.
Of course.
Would you serve the people that he set up to be rulers of the earth?
I mean, like,
Just simple. If
Yeah,
you
I mean,
set
like-
up a group of people to be rulers right now, and you had that understanding. Would you serve those people?
yeah, I mean, we're doing it now, bro. I didn't vote, but like, I'm not making none of these laws. I'm not doing nothing to change America. I just live here.
There we have it, man. So, we believe that the Israelites are God's chosen people and that they are going to be the future rulers and kings of the entire earth. We believe that that was how it was set up from the beginning, but due to certain circumstances. Brothers being hard-headed. You can do it the easy way or you can do it the hard way. You can do it the easy way or you can do it the hard way. I think that was your cousin.
Yes.
Okay. All praise to the Most High. So, we read you a scripture. That was actually one of the questions that I wanted to ask you when you first came up. It was going to be centered around, what do you think should happen for all of this? I read a scripture to you, and that kind of expressed how the Most High feels about it. Or let's say this. That kind of expressed how the God of the Bible feels about it. I want to know what you feel about it. So I'm going to ask you a particular question.
Maybe.
Okay. So for all of the atrocities that Europeans have committed from the time that America was being built up, what do you think should happen? What do you think should happen for that?
I feel like you already low-key gave the answer. You said like the only way for what was the scripture? Basically, spill the blood of the people who spilled the blood and that'll cleanse the land or something.
Right. So that kind of that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of what God think about. So when
God is wrath. Like the wrath of God is not written in the Bible just as some funny-dunny little thing. Like he is literally wrath.
I think that's the first time I heard somebody say God is wrath and not God is love. It's a balance.
Jay might be. I don't know about Jay yet. He looked like a white guy. He kind of taking it. He not hit. Kind of like I don't know. Hey, what's the meme? That's Jay right now.
Just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy. I'm just a chill. Look at his hands in the back. Come on, put him back. I'm just a chill guy, man. Jay like.
I'm done, bro.
I don't know why those guys did that.
They gotta die, man.
I don't know why they broke all the buttons.
You gotta fucking die, man.
God is rap is there for a reason. Jay might make it, man. I don't know. Okay. So look, Jay, I'm rooting for you, man. My whole thing is, I want the Most High to get more glory,
You're right.
more praise, more respect, more power. You know what I'm saying? He needs more servants. So anything I can do to give him that, I'm gonna try to do it. Right? So whether you're an Israelite or not, you can still kind of give honor and praise to the Most High, like the one true living God. Right? Our God. Ah! It don't get no better than that. So I didn't ask you this. I was wanting to, but I forgot to. So is your mother Native American or is your father?
Both.
Both.
My grandpa on my mom's side, he's dark as hell.
Okay.
Straight black hair, all the way down. But he used to be a professional wrestler, and is I have a lot of conflicting thoughts on this, but basically he was a professional wrestler named the Great Bolo, and he was like the only Native American.
Great
Yeah.
Bolo?
Yeah,
He was slamming niggas?
literally.
Okay. So what about on your? So I read you that scripture in Numbers. You show your pedigree and your lineage by the house of your father. So tell me more about your father's side. What is your granddad on your father's side? You know anything about him?
Yeah. There ain't really nothing special on that side for real, buddy. He's worked the same job for the last 50 years, drove the same car, married the same woman, and they've just been making it work. My dad, he was not really around though, so like he didn't really pick up none of those qualities. He died when I was a lot younger, so I don't really know.
Okay, so
Like-
your father passed, but your grandfather is still alive.
Mhm.
And your grandfather is what is his nationality?
He's a white man. He white as hell.
So let's go back to that scripture. Rooting for Jay, man, but I don't know, man. I don't know if you're Israelite, Jay. You out here, you went to take that view. What we said kind of makes sense, but hey, man, I don't know. It's not looking too good, Jay. It's okay, bro. You still got a lot of good knowledge. It is what it. That sounds like something off San Andreas. Damn, Jay. All you had to do was follow the train. All you had to do was follow the train. All right, bring this out again.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls.
Right. So the book of Numbers is about us numbering our people, numbering the people who was able to go to fight. And we get a lot of understanding from this verse because we see what qualifies you and your lineage, and it's who your father is. And if you don't know what your father is, and it's kind of shaky.
Blackfoot Indian, I know that.
Who?
My dad.
Your dad? How did he get that Blackfoot Indian?
No clue. Didn't know him very well, like I said.
But then you go to his father, and then you're like, yeah, he's a straight up white guy. So if your grandpa was a straight up European white guy, I don't know, he could be Irish, he could be what?
He's like his lineage traced it back to Wales. He's
Wales.
Welsh.
Okay. So that's what your father is. And that's what you are now. That's how it goes, man. So if I take a damn orange seed from China and I bring it all the way to America, even though I'm planting it in some different soil, American soil, it's still gonna grow up and be the same seed. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be an orange. It's not gonna be an apple. Just because of if your grandpa's Welsh, it don't matter where he put a seed. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be Welsh. So that's how we keep confusion at a minimum. That's how God set it up. Let's get the book of Isaiah chapter 14. So do you know a lot about the Welsh people? No? Yeah, me either. I'm gonna go try and look into it. Chances are they're not Israelites though.
I know it's an island in Europe. Like North Europe. So.
Okay. Yeah. That's what bro did. Okay. Let's get some prophecy. Let's get because there's a lot of good. I thought about that. Let's read that though.
This is Isaiah 14, verse 1.
Bring it
So
out.
this is a future prophecy. Go ahead.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
So even though we broke God's law, statutes, and commandments, he has promised that he was going to show mercy on us, right? And he was going to choose us. and keep loving us. Read.
and set them in their own land.
Because right now, the Israelites are not in their homeland. Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Right? So certain strangers are going to be joined with us. Read.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Oh, you should come tap in, bro. Come tap in. All right, hold on. Just listen to this though, because this ain't Christianity. We teach you some hot stuff. Right? Read.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Hold on. It said and the Israelites shall do what?
Take them.
He shall what?
Take them.
So the Israelites were going to take the other nations, the other races of people. That's what the Bible says. The nations. We're going to take them and do what?
And bring them to their place.
We're going to bring them to our homeland. This is future prophecy. Because right now, we scattered everywhere. Our people, we everywhere. It's confusion everywhere. We don't even, what's your homeland? You see what I'm saying? We're going to be like, Africa. You know how many countries it is in Africa? Where your homeland? 50. We're going to say, bingo. We're going to say, I don't know. I'm if I ask you who you are, guess what you're going to say? I'm black. It's just the color though. I asked him what's his national, he gonna be, you know, my father, my grandfather, he from Wales. He from Wales. He gonna go into it. He just told me, he broke it down to me. But he will loosely use the phrase like I'm white. But we dead ass think that's our nationality. We don't really know who we are. But good. God really called us something. He gave us our identity. That's right. But we lost it. We lost it. We lost it. It got beat out of us. When we got off them slave ships, they beat that out of us. You forgot that you was really a Hebrew Israelite. That's right. And why you call the slave master massa? That's a Hebrew word, massa. That means oppressor. We really spoke Hebrew. We Hebrew Israelites. Our homeland is Israel, Jerusalem. But right now we got people living there that's not even our people. They getting billions and millions of dollars every year from America to pretend to be you. But you gotta wake up and learn who you are. But these are the prophecies. This is what the prophecies are teaching us. We're gonna take the nations. But you gotta swing back, bro. Alright, you go for a swing back. I bet.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
For servants and handmaids.
Nobody want to read Isaiah 14, 1 through 3? Nobody want to read that? Nobody want to read that shit? Nobody want to read that?
Nobody want to listen to it.
Nobody want to listen to it. When we start going into prophecies concerning the kingdom that's going to be on earth, not some fairy tale place in the sky and this little baby shooting arrows and with the wings and you come through the big pearly gates.
You know, all of that imagery.
Jumping from clouds.
Yeah. All of the imagery of modern Christianity, like you're saying, the little baby with the bow, all of that shit, literally that was like fabricated for a specific belief system. The original idea behind Cupid was actually a Greek, or maybe it was a Roman, like...
It's mythology.
Yeah, exactly. But basically it was like this child who would make people fall in love, but they would be fucking the kids. It was like literally a pedophilic ritual. So now we got Valentine's Day, some fucking baby shooting fucking arrows at people telling you, yeah, y'all in love now. That's like... That's from a weird ass place for sure.
You go into idolatry and you don't even know that you partaking in that kind of stuff. Any of the brothers over here keep Valentine's Day?
Oh, sir.
I don't celebrate that shit. We privy to certain information. We're not celebrating that. Any of the brothers gonna keep Christmas? Any brothers gonna keep Christmas? Cap, you gonna keep Christmas this year?
No, sir.
What about Hanukkah?
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
Y'all almost got me.
Hell no. I ain't keeping that shit.
Hell no.
Right, brother, it's not gonna be that easy. All praise to the Most High. So, nobody want to go into it. When we talk about the kingdom, and we reading prophetic things, and they got kingdom connotations. I mean, bro, the good news See, we can jump into the New Testament and talk about faith. We do that all the time. But what happened is you have a watered down preaching every day, every Sunday, and they're teaching you the so-called good news and Jesus Christ and faith, and he's just, he loves everybody. When you got this watered down gospel being preached and faith, it's more necessary for me to come out here and teach you the practical things of the Most High.
Right across the street from that building.
It's more, we got to come out here and teach you the basics. When you go and you start learning about Christ and you read in the epistles and the letters of our beloved brother Paul, but you don't got no basic knowledge and understanding of our Hebraic heritage, you're going to be lost in the sauce. When you go to Romans chapter 7, what does it say? I speak to them that what?
Know the law.
That know the law. I speak to them that know the laws of the Most High, that knows the customs of the Most High, the statutes, the laws, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws,
Hey, you see that Jacob?
ceremonial laws.
You see that thought on?
What happened?
He tried to, you see the dude who's using a squeegee? You see the dude who's using a squeegee? You didn't see him put it in the car, he took it with him.
Yeah.
He like, this one
This was too good. He didn't get his 40 acres and a mule, so I'm leaving her with something. He ain't right, man.
Oh my God.
He ain't right.
You go to the hotel. I'm taking these time.
Hey, you take a nigga to the he kind of grabbing the little sample bottles of the shampoo and
Got to, bro.
the soap.
I paid my money.
I paid $100.
Yeah.
I'm leaving here with something. Now you're not getting your deposit back because you wanted the towels. I'm coming out of the wild. I ain't gonna lie, when you get into them wholesale sheets, they do be hitting though. I ain't gonna lie to you. They do hit a little different. They be extra cozy. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, he know. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you gotta get a hotel room to kind of.
It can't be a motel.
Yeah, not a motel. It gotta be, you know, something a little nice so you get in there, it's a little cozy. So, when we go into the prophecies concerning the kingdom of God and how it's going to be on earth and what it's going to look like and who's going to be there, OMG, it's mind-blowing. It's not what Christianity said. I'm sorry you've been duped. Christianity lied to you. They don't teach you the Bible. They teach you religion. They teach you lies. We're going to come out here and say, thus saith the Lord. So let's keep reading. Let's see what the kingdom of heaven going to look like.
And they shall take them captives.
Oh my gosh. The Israelites are going to take them captives. Read.
Whose captives they were.
Oh my gosh. No.
That's right.
Please. But we got to do thus saith the Lord. And the Israelites shall take them captive, who captives they were. So the people that took us captive, we're going to take them captive. Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Can't make it up. You see what I'm saying? Can't make it up. Now, if you want to say my interpretation is wrong, that's not what it means, then I encourage you to go read it yourself. And, you know, we can meet back here and we can talk about it. We can look at the other scriptures, compare it, you know what I'm saying? Pair it up with other prophecies, see if this is in God's character or not. And we can kind of work from there, kind of go through it. Hey, what's that nice big fancy word I got hit with? Hermeneutics.
Hermeneutics. Yes.
We can kind of get into the hermeneutics, and kind of get into it. Say it again. Hermeneutics just goes into like how you study in the Bible and you compare it with other scriptures and you look into the detail of certain words. You go into it in the Hebrew and the Greek. You know what I'm saying? You study it basically.
Like biblical etymology.
Things of that nature.
Yeah. So, I mean, so question, what version of the Bible are you guys reading out of?
We are currently reading out of predominantly, today we only read out the KJV so far.
King James?
Yep.
Funny fact about King James.
It better be a fact.
It is a fact. He wrote the Bible on the names of every demon in hell.
Okay. I don't know if that's true or not. I thought you was going to say, pull it up for me. So, I never heard of that. I thought you was going to say, funny fact, King James,
What's that?
he's gay. Yeah, that's what they be trying to say. Funny fact, when King James wrote the Bible, That's not true. He didn't write the Bible. He authorized the
King
translation.
James Book of Demonology.
Okay, let me see.
First thing that pulls up is an audiobook of it.
All right, I'm gonna take a look. King James Book of Demonology.
Not only that, but he wrote what was considered the first grimoire, which is like a book of spells, and that's actually where we get the word grammar from, like literally speaking, like the structure of words and sentences.
Have you ever heard of that? I ain't heard of that either.
I heard about what he just said.
The grimoire.
No, I'm talking about the book of demonology.
Oh, bro, you read it? You was in there?
That's where we got the names like Beelzebub and the H1. I forget what it is.
H1. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't buy it.
What did he pull up?
He said that King James, he wrote a book called The Demonology of Hell. What was it?
He wrote the book on demonology.
Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah, that's why they don't want us reading the King James, because of that. They say he came out with that.
Oh, bro. Okay. But even if that's true, a common misconception is that King James wrote the Bible. He didn't write the Bible. Say it again.
He translated it.
He translated. He had scholars translate it. People who were fluent in those languages translate it. So when people say, okay, King James, he did this, he did that, it's not going to help your point. Not over here. Because we know he didn't write the Bible. Right? Our ancestors wrote the Bible. We had scribes who wrote documented certain things that happened. Our kings, all of our kings was required to write a copy out of the law. We got copies of certain things. Even Christ, he had a copy of the book of Isaiah. It's okay, you know what I'm saying? And we have certain fragments and certain manuscripts, certain codexes from different traditions. It's okay. We know a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We know a little bit about what's going on.
If you think King James was bad, shit, look at what the Grecians was doing. The Grecians was doing worse than what he was doing, man. Right. But it's just a copy, man. It's just a copy of the original book.
It's the copy of certain traditions and texts and manuscripts. So when we go back into it and we look at certain things that's going to happen in the kingdom, I'm telling you, your average Christian, he do not want to touch it with a 6-foot pole. You ask your average Christian what is sin, and they're going to start shuffling. You ever seen somebody shuffle and they... You ever seen somebody tap dance? You ever seen somebody South Dallas swag? You ever seen somebody jerk? Ask a Christian what is sin, and they going, and they're not gonna show you what it really means. So if they can't answer you that simple thing, the only way you can get in trouble by God, you know, they probably not gonna be equipped enough to tell you about what the kingdom of heaven is gonna look like. I don't make the rules, man. I'm just observing and playing it. You know what I'm saying? Playing the game. Right? Is that it on that Isaiah 14?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to Isaiah 61. Let's show y'all the good news according to Isaiah. So remember.
Let's read it.
Okay, bet.
This is Isaiah 14, verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from the fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
So the Most High God is going to give us rest from all of the hard bondage wherein we was made to serve. All praise to the Most High for that. We can't wait. We yearn for this. We desire this. So let's get Isaiah chapter 61, and let's read the good news. Mind you, for the people that's viewing this, when you read the book of Luke, can somebody grab that? Luke 4. We're going to show you. We're going to show you what Christ quoted, and then we're going to go read what Christ was quoting, and then we're going to keep reading and show you what the good news really consists of.
The gospel according to Christ.
The gospel according to Christ. All right. 4 and what is it, 17?
The book of Luke, chapter 4, and verse 17.
Bring it out.
It says, and there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah.
So, Isaiah is Isaiah.
And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me,
Remember that.
because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord."
So what people like to do is make this way different than reality. Whenever you get delivered out of captivity, it's usually a battle that happens. Whenever you get delivered, it's usually some fighting going on. Whenever the Israelites got delivered out of the hand of Egypt, King Pharaoh, it was a lot of people that died. And that was a crazy one, but there was still practical things that happened. Like them not wanting to let us go, people dying, chasing after us. You know what I'm saying? Deliverance, it usually comes with deaths. So let's read in Isaiah what the good news, if you don't know what the good gospel, when people, we gotta go preach the gospel to everyone. Gospel just means good news. Jay, if you got some good news and you got a letter, it was good news for you, you're getting a promotion at your job, and you go tell everyone the good news. I mean, shit, is it really good news for everybody? It's really just good news for Jay. I mean, bro, I just got a $5 raise. I'm rich. You broke as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm up. I make more money than you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody like Jay that much. You know what I'm saying? No one just cares that, you got a $15 raise. So when we go into the gospel or the good tidings, all it means is good news. And we read the good news right here in Isaiah 61. Bring that up.
This is Isaiah 61, verse 1.
Bring it out.
The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me,
Right? Same thing Christ said.
because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
So he was anointed to preach the good news to the meek. To the meek. Read.
He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
Who are the brokenhearted? Who are the ones that are brokenhearted? I'm going to touch on that because a common misconception in the Bible, when you says heart, it's not talking about this. It says the brokenhearted. It's not talking about your emotional responsibility. Like when a girl says, "Jay, you broke my heart." Have you ever heard that?
Got tore the muscle fibers off of her.
That's not what you know what I'm saying? It's a figure of speech. Heart just means mind, according to the Bible. Like a man, he was thinking evil in his heart. He was thinking evil in your mind. The brokenhearted is the ones that have been mentally destroyed. He's going to bind them up and heal them and restore them, right? To their estate. We were up here. We got destroyed. We came down here very low. So now he's going to bind us up and heal us. Go ahead.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
Damn, the good news is for the ones that's captive. So we got to look at that. Now, who is everybody on earth captive realistically? I mean, people can say, no, we're all captive to sin. They've tried that. We've been there. We've done that. We expressed that. We explained that. When people try to make this seem like it's for everyone, it's hard because he gives so much preface. It's hard to ignore everything. And if you want to make it that, we're going to keep reading and show you that that's not what it's talking about. Read that part one more time.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
So you got to understand that who was captive. You got something called Hellenization. That was a big thing that was happening. The Israelites was Hellenized. Mind you, these are our prophets proclaiming the good news to us, how we're going to be delivered out of captivity. You got Christ on the scene. Guess what? We were captives under the Romans. I mean, even before the Greeks and Alexander the Great. You got the Babylonians. We were captive to them. Well, shit, before them, after them, you had the Persian and Medes, then the Babylonians, then the Assyrians, then the Egyptians. We were damn servants and captive under everybody. All right, bring that up.
This is Jeremiah 50, verse 33.
Yeah.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
A perfect precept showing you who the captives are in the gospel. Let's keep reading.
To proclaim liberty to the captives,
Right.
and the opening of the prison to them that are bound,
Right.
to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord,
Come on.
and the day of vengeance of our God.
And the what?
The day of vengeance of our God.
Wow. The good news talks about the day of vengeance. This is not good news for everybody if somebody is getting vengeance placed upon them. If God is taking vengeance on you, I don't know if this is good news. If God is coming to destroy you, I mean, in what world is that the good news for everybody?
Right.
So whenever you talk to a Christian, whenever you talk to a Christian pastor and you ask them what the good news is, I guarantee you that they don't take you to this verse in Isaiah 61. And I guarantee you, I'm not going to guarantee you this, but there's a small chance that he used the scriptures. What do y'all think? 1 out of 10 times, you ask 10 different pastors, what is the good news? Do they show you, do they open their Bible and read you the good news? Do they read you anything out of the Bible?
Lie.
Huh? Not in my experience. Shema, what do you say? 1 out of 10 times, if you ask the pastor, what is the good news? Are they going to open up their Bible? Kai?
It's the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ.
That's what they're going to say.
Excuse me. We want to talk to you if you got a second. You, sir.
You got a minute, bro? We're just talking about the Bible. We actually talking, we're reading the good news according to Isaiah chapter 61. Did you know that the good news, it talks about deliverance for a specific group of people and not everyone? Did you know that? Have you ever heard that before? Did you know that the good news, it explicitly say that vengeance is going to be placed on someone? That's part of the good news. God taking vengeance on your enemies. Did you know that? That's part of the good news. Right? Read that again.
And to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God.
Right? So the day of vengeance of our God. That's part of the good news. God taking vengeance on our enemies. Read.
To comfort all that mourn. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion.
So he is going to comfort those that mourn in Zion. Now, Zion is a word that's used all throughout the scriptures, but it's used in different ways. One of the main ways Zion is used in the scriptures is to identify the Israelites.
God.
Keep reading.
To give unto them beauty for ashes.
Yeah.
The oil of joy for mourning.
Yeah.
The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness.
So this is the good news. We were in chains. We were in darkness. We were in slavery. We were captives. Just how we are today as a nation, as a group of people. Read.
That they might be called trees of righteousness.
So we're going to be called the trees of righteousness. Read. We're getting to the point that I really want to get to. Go ahead.
The planting of the Lord.
Yeah.
That he might be glorified.
Read.
And they shall build the old wastes. They shall raise up the former desolations. And they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations.
Read.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Hey, bro, watch this. This is the key point I wanted to show you. Read it again.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Hold on, bro. Listen to this one part before you jump in the car. It says, and strangers shall feed your flocks. This is the good news. It say that other nations of people are going to stand and feed your flocks, plant your vineyards. They're going to work for you. There's a hierarchy in the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. And the Israelites, the ones that's obedient to the Most High, they're going to be on the highest pedestal in the kingdom of heaven. And you're going to have all of the different nations on earth having to come before you, serve you. But there's things that you have to do. We're not talking about Christianity and the fairy tale heaven is in the sky. And there's one big pearly gate. That's not how the kingdom of heaven is described in the Bible. That's not how it's described in the Bible. So if you want to know what the Bible actually says, lend me your ear. I'm going to read, thus saith the Lord. Okay, what is sin? What is sin? S-I-N. What is sin? That's right!
Okay.
So, brother, you need to make sure you keeping God's commandments.
Hey, what's your name? Bro, can we get 5 minutes? Okay, 3. 2. 2 minutes? Hey, bro, we will time it and everything. We just want, because that's a good answer. We want to talk to you a little bit more. Huh?
On the Sabbath.
You said God's holy day is Sunday? Okay, that's fine. We disagree with that, but we can talk about the Most High every day of the week. It's all right. And
What you gotta go do?
we appreciate your time, bro. Lord willing, we get the opportunity to talk to that brother again. At least the brother knew what sin is. That's a good start. Chances are, I'm not going to put that on that brother. Not going to put that brother. Not going to put that on that brother. Don't you put that evil on me. Don't you put that evil on me. That was surprising.
Don't you do it.
Most people you ask, what is sin? They start shuffling.
So it says knowledge puffeth up. So you can have knowledge, but pride, man. If you think you can't learn somebody, because we're younger set men, you know what I'm saying? We're younger men. So he might think he can't learn something from you, but
What they say?
Brother had
Let
this
not your
much knowledge and this much pride.
Y'all think it was pride, man? I believe he just didn't feel like standing out here and chopping it up. Like,
Why did
he
he
probably
say-
just want to go do whatever he want to go do. He said he really had to go. Like, he might actually have,
I don't
think
disagree
he was
with that.
coming to Quick Trip to really just sit at Quick Trip for a minute.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he got nothing more important to do than this.
To be
And then-
honest,
and
it
then
ain't
look,
nothing more important.
He spoke as if he done already been taught before. So it's like,
What are you doing?
you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I'm led to believe certain things, but hey,
This is 1 Corinthians 8:2.
yeah.
And if any man thinks that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know.
You want to touch on that?
That's like even us, like how long, like you just stated we was there. We've been teaching us for 8 years. We still gonna lend an ear to what a man has to say. We don't know everything.
Yeah. Have y'all heard of a Greek philosopher called Socrates? Socrates. There we go.
A
Socrates.
wise man knows the only thing he knows is nothing.
Yeah. The only thing I know is that I don't know. And that's a good thing. It's a decent spirit to walk in because it helps you gain more knowledge. I don't know. Tell me. You see where I'm going? Hey, they said that he never documented anything. And the main method, he was killed because he was asking too many questions.
Losing me, bro.
He was asking too many questions.
Losing me, bro.
Hey, he was killed because he was asking too many questions. They didn't like that. He questioned what he did. He questioned everything.
See, the problem is, oftentimes, we try to get somebody to stop and say, "Oh no, I already know. I already know what."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I already know about that.
Right.
About what? We ain't showed you. I'm a pastor anyway. Well, that's why we need to talk to you.
Yeah.
So-
And fools hate what? Knowledge.
Knowledge.
You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna do nothing but give you good bread. You know what I'm saying? Tell you what the Bible say. If you disagree with the Bible, then it is what it is. But even if you disagree with religion, you can't disagree with wisdom, knowledge. Hey, Ahron. Hey, that's hey, his work car, he used to be sliding.
Oh, yeah, my work truck.
I'm not talking about your personal. I'm talking about
That
your.
wasn't my truck. That's a rental.
It was a rental. His shit used to have a V12. He used to be sliding across the country, boy. Box truck. I'm trying to talk to him, but I was talking more to the car. Man. Yeah, it sounded like he was doing the dash.
Hey, I'm only doing 40, man. It sounds like I'm doing 100, man.
Not good. You gotta watch Malachi, man. You put him in your car, man. And
Crazy stuff start happening, man. Engines burn up.
it's toast. Huh? All right, man. We got a lot of insiders, man. I'm not gonna keep making too many of those. Y'all not gonna get it. Too many insiders, man. All praises, man. So we was reading the good news. I'm gonna finish this up, and I'm gonna pass it to the next powerful speaker, man. Keep going.
And the sons of the alien shall be your
And the
plowmen.
sons of the damn heathen, they shall be your plowmen.
Right?
You know all of that field work that Issachar out there doing? They get up at damn 3:30 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
Abuelo, she in there making you some tortillas from scratch.
Tortillas.
Mm-hmm. Tapatio. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we ain't being racist. We just actually love the we love the culture, man. We actually. Hey.
I'm tapped in. Oh yeah. We family.
Wake up, she cooking tortillas.
Hey, I seen a post. It was funny. I'm gonna walk y'all through it. So whenever you get hungry, you be like, man, I want some Mexican food. The post. Let me just tell the post. I want some Mexican food. I wonder if Mexicans get hungry and say, man, I want some nigga food. That's funny.
That's funny.
I want some nigga food, man. Like some barbecue or some shit. Stop it. Man, let's stop at Rubicon's.
Anybody up for nigga?
That's insane.
Yo. Hey,
If it's
yo.
for real, it's a car.
Hey,
You got it all day. You can swing it. But when we say it, we ain't on no racist shit like it's love. You know what I'm saying?
We fuck with this car.
I mean, we be shopping. After camp, we be shopping like frequently. We frequent shoppers and it's love. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my
Hey.
Espanol.
When Iscars come up to me and lead with Spanish, I'm flattered. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to low key kind of.
Got it, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get vetted.
Man. So all of the work, going back to my point, all of the work that Issachar do, they wake up 3:30 a.m., getting ready, busting ass way before the sun come up. That's what they gonna do. For our country, for our kings, for our nobles. Should I hope that every Israelite got a few servants, at least? You know what I'm saying? I hope the Most High bless all the brothers, man. Brothers eating. You kind of capitalizing. You got fat. You finally got your 40 acres, Jake. I pray the Most High give you more in abundance, and you having it. You got grapes, you got a vineyard. And then I go tap in with Malachi, he got all of the Edomites farming bees. And I kind of like, bro, look, this is what I want to do. That's what I want to do, man. And I pull up on Aharon, and he got a whole quail farm. Quack, 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 all of it, man. Trying to go crazy. And I pull up on Captain the Bar, and he got a whole workshop. They making garments. They putting fringes on everything.
See, me, I'm gonna have the goats and the sheep, man. You know what I mean?
You see what I'm saying?
The sheep, that's gonna be for the clothing. The goats, that's gonna be for food.
Hey.
And then I'm gonna pull up on Soldier Zion, and he got flax seeds, and he making linen, man. See that? Yeah? No?
Come on, brother.
Hey, okay. No,
He
it's a,
said, come on, brother. Like, he's trying to force him to move, brother.
Bro, that's what you've been talking about. This show.
We need that.
Hey, you remember one camp? He said, "Hey, Zion, it's your time to shine." He was finna go into the flax seeds. I said, "Hold on, brother, make it quick, man." That was you. You were supposed to go into the flax seed and.
you know, look, check me out.
Wait, hold on. You was gonna do it here yourself, but then you gonna have somebody do it for you. You ain't gonna do it.
Oh, you talking about having slaves? Oh, hell
You
yeah.
got slaves.
I thought you meant my ass out there like.
No, bro.
Oh yes, sir.
We getting through there, man. We finally made it.
We finally
made it.
I was thinking about me. Dude, I was in captivity when you said that, brother. I'm thinking, I'm thinking of work. I'm thinking of...
no captivity.
We're gonna see Shema, man. He gonna be out there with a full beard. He blushing like, oh yeah.
That's messed up.
Nah, he gonna have a full beard, and he gonna be in a white garment. That's why I'm gonna be standing on business out there, man, applying good pressure at the gates with the big bros, wisdom, talking about how we gonna order the city. See what I'm saying?
Standing at the gate. Everybody can't stand at the gate.
Everybody can't stand at the gate. That was a sign that you are someone. All right, you actually deserve to be at the gate. That's where you deal with certain matters. Matters of wisdom. It takes discernment, discretion, knowledge, wisdom, experience. The elders, they sit at the gate, post up, like, oh, everybody can't come in the city. When you trying to leave? Okay. All right then. We know what's going on because we at the gates. We know what's coming in. We know what's going out. They keeping up with the whole skit. Go ahead.
It's like the other nations around us will be like, yeah, over there, that's where the children of God reside.
Yeah.
Over now, they'll say, well, that's where the hoodlums, that's where the niggas are at. But
Right.
there, they're gonna be like, over there, that's where the children of God are at, man. That's gonna be, that's where the God's chosen people reside. That's gonna be where Israel.
Trees of righteousness. I need to hold the mic back here.
Yeah, you was being so low
I'd
and
be like this, like it don't be catching.
Yo.
It's there.
the volume
The
max.
volume is over there on the microphone, but it's good. All right, let's go back to the Isaiah, man. We just chilling through the spirit, reading the scriptures. Go ahead.
It says, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Yes.
And the sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
Yes.
But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord.
The children of Zion, the children of God, the priest of Yahweh, a kingdom of priests. That's doing it for me right now. A kingdom of priests. You know how beautiful it was whenever you spin by the temple and you see the priests? You got to kind of walk with it. Everything. You remember when Sheba, she came to the land, she seen King Solomon, and she damn near fainted. Because how everything was beautifully arrayed and fashioned and orchestrated and structured, and the colors and the fine linen and how the servants attended. I mean, everything was just beautiful. Everything was in gold. The garments. How Solomon strode up there. How everything. You ever seen what's the movie that everybody's seen and they kind of got nobles and Game of Thrones? No. I'm thinking of Hunger Games. And they riding on the chariots, and you see y'all don't know what I'm talking about. They pulling up to the place, man. And everybody who is something, you can tell that they are something.
Moses.
You can kind of tell. You're going to pull up to Jerusalem and you're going to see, damn, these the priests of the Most High. Look at how beautiful they look. Look at how they carry themselves. Look at how well ordered the people are. Look at how everything is just so established. It says that Sheba, she ran out of spirit, I believe. Or what did it say, King? We just read.
Sheba, she didn't have no more spirit left in her, I think.
When she seen it, she ran out of spirit. It was like whenever you are so amazed and starstruck, like, oh, God.
She put the back of her hand on her forehead.
She did what? Oh, yeah. She was for the faint. She seen Solomon. And what Solomon do? She had so many questions for Solomon. Solomon was able to answer every single question. She said, I heard that you was wise. I heard about your fame. But when I seen it in person, it far exceeded it. I did not think it was going to be like this. She started just throwing them. I mean, yearly they was bringing stuff to Solomon. She was bringing stuff to Solomon. And this a whole queen. She got her own kingdom. Yep. Then it's on you.
I was gonna say, have you ever heard about homeboy or somebody that somebody highly regards? You'd be like, yo, he's nice at basketball.
Yeah.
And then you actually against him. Now you like this.
Oh, yeah.
And then you like, ah, shit. He's nice.
He's nice. Yeah. Like Dahuan, man, he can lift 400 pounds. And when you see him do it, it's like, I knew he was strong. This nigga's strong though. It's a little bit different. All right, what you got?
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 45, and I'm just get straight to the point. All right, because it's a lot on this. But it's
I was thinking in my head.
okay. Sirach 45 and verse, I'm going to start at verse 6. He exalted Aaron, right? Talking about the Most High, talking about the brother of Moses, right? He exalted Aaron, and holy man like unto him, even his brother of the tribe of Levi. Salakia, he talking about Moses, right? He exalted Aaron, and holy man like unto him, even his brother of the tribe of Levi, right? So now it's going to speak about the priests. It's talking about Aaron and Moses. Now it's talking about Aaron, though, right? Verse 7, an everlasting covenant he made with the people. He beautified him with comely ornaments and clothed him with a robe of glory. He put upon him perfect glory and strengthened him with rich garments, with breeches, with a long robe and the ephod, right?
I mean, dripping. And you talk about real sauce. He pop out, he got the garment on. Fine linen, dipping. I mean, sauced up. Got a, what y'all would call a necklace or a ephod. No, not the necklace, the ephod. It got all different kind of jewels in there. Stunning. You know, Jake, he think he go hard because he got the VBS. We popping out and we got a jewel for every tribe. He's stunned. Then he finna go do the business of the Lord. That's real sturdy right there. That's real business. Like you know when brothers get clean, they get clean. I mean, bro, really clean though. Like you can't even jump in this and be unclean. I think that went over everybody's head. That was deep.
Say it one more
That
time.
went over everybody's
Say
head.
it one
I
more
am like,
time.
hold on, bro, hold on, don't skip me up. In order to put on the holy garments, you have to be clean. That's the part. You have to be clean. You can't be, you gotta know the culture. You can't have touched a dead body. You can't have went near to a woman who was on her menstrual. You know, you can't be having an issue in your flesh. You gotta be clean. You gotta be clean. This is how clean he was. You can't even touch this if you're unclean. You can't. That's how clean he was. Like, niggas will put on their freshest fit and still be unclean and musty. And he jump in his freshest fit and he musty. Like, bro, come on.
Hey, that's even part of the law. He can't wear anything that causes him to sweat. It has to be a fine linen.
Linen.
And linen is hard to, Zion, you're up. You're up again.
This is when we need you, bro.
Come in, bro. We throwing you the boot. Linen. Tell him about linen, man.
Linen, it's a tedious process. That's why it's so expensive. Cotton. You buy a cotton shirt at the store, easy. $3, maybe on the high end.
I don't know, maybe.
$5, 5 to 3, yeah, 5 for inflation.
Yeah.
Go buy a linen shirt, 100% linen, and that shit go up.
Like throw a price, you know?
I think it was like 230 230. Fine linen, dang, fine, bro. It's
Fine
different.
linen.
It's different from linen, and then fine linen, bro.
Yeah.
That shit will probably, that might run you
Now
like.
I see. I was looking at some linen sheets because you told me about how healthy it was. It got a certain hertz. Is that what you said?
Vibration.
Frequency.
It resonates at a certain frequency that's good for the soul.
Yeah. I've been like, man, I don't want to just get one shirt and just be musty, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, what can I do? Maybe I get some sheets. And I was like, oh man, maybe I don't get no sheets. I'm broke as hell. I ain't got the money. Unless Zion want to front me. Unless Zion want to throw me like 300.
300, dang.
300, maybe something like that. And then you could throw me 300, and I can get my linen sheets, man. All right, so I'm for to wrap it up. Is it a little bit more on that?
That's quite a bit more.
Okay, let's get it.
But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord.
Priests of the Lord. This is the kingdom of heaven. A hierarchy. Read.
Men shall call you the ministers of our God.
This is what the other nations are going to say. These are the ministers of Yahweh. Read. Treat them with the utmost respect. Read.
Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles.
Oh my goodness. We're talking about the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
India, they got their spices and certain resources, you know what I'm saying, that they known for. Africa, they got their resources. Everybody gonna bring us their stuff. All of the stuff that we had that was taken from our temple and the resource we had, it's not gonna be taken from us no more. We're gonna have that. Plus theirs. They're gonna be bringing peace offerings, gifts. Imagine if you had 3 Edomites. Every time you get paid, they kind of break you off, give you the whole check, and then whatever you want to do, you do. If you want to throw them some little change, you throw them some change. Just think about it. You'll get up quick though. You'll be in a downtown condo.
Yeah.
But we got nations bringing us their riches, all of their good resources. This is, you got to think about it on a practical level. We're not talking about the kingdom in the sky. We're talking about kingdom on earth. Read.
And in their glory shall ye boast yourself.
And just how I went into it, that's really what it is. You're going to be stunned. You're going to be mighty. You're going to actually be powerful. You're really going to have shit. I'm going to pull up in a UFO. It's going to be what it's going to be.
It's gonna be clean.
And it's going to be emerald. Real emerald. And you're going to touch the steering wheel and it's going to be see-through diamond, see-through gold. And then I'm going to start driving it without touching the steering wheel. Stupid.
You come in there, I'm like,
Hey.
hold on, bro.
Hold on. Hey. Yeah, you can touch it. You like that, huh?
That's nice, ain't it?
Yeah.
All praise.
Yeah, it's safe, bro. You can stand up, whatever, man. Hey, you know when cars, you know how girls drive and they just turn? I'm going to be in the UFO, I'm going to go 500 miles per hour, then I'm going to just turn.
Yeah.
No brakes. That's how I'm going to be moving, man. I'm not going to have to, all right, everybody, but nah, I'm going to just turn. And you're going to be in there with the right gravity, and you ain't going to, because that's how I'm stuck. Through the spirit, man. Look, they're like, oh my gosh, my heart. Yeah, I thought about it. I'm already plotting. Lord willing. I got guys working.
Yeah, that was funny, bro.
I got guys working on that. Jay like, man, please let me get in. I'm gonna
You
be,
need someone else working on it. Damn, let me drive it.
look, nah, you can't drive the UFO, man. Nah, man. Nah, you can't drive the UFO, man. See, look, Jay trying to get in there too good. He trying to, hey, look.
He trying to Cleaves it out.
Hey, look at Jay. He was trying to drive. Look, you're like, shit, man. I thought we were good. No,
He's
Jay.
trying to come in the inner courts.
Jay, you can't drive the UFO, man. I'll give you some work and make you an honest guy. Esau, man, you give him a chance. He trying to drive your UFO. Bring it up.
For your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion.
Read that again.
For your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them.
Right. So all of the shame, the atrocities, the things that we went through, we're gonna have double the reward, double the wealth, double the might and power. We're gonna really be up, man.
Yeah.
This is what it really looked like. Go ahead.
For I the Lord love judgment.
Hold on. It's the good news we talking about. And God talking about vengeance and judgment and people being possessed by the Israelites and you ruling over them and them bringing you all of their wealth and all of their riches. But people not reading the same Bible we read, not. They're not reading this book. There's no way you read this and you think that the kingdom of heaven is like what Christianity tell you. Go ahead.
For I the Lord love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering. And I will direct their work in truth. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them.
And then he said, I will make an everlasting covenant with them. With the Israelites. I'm going to make an everlasting covenant with them. And he tell you, I'm a guy, I love judgment. I hate robbery. I hate deceit. I love truth. I love justice. That's what I love. And I'm going to make a covenant with y'all. Y'all going to be my people. Read.
And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles.
And all of the Israelites are going to be known among the Gentiles. You're going to look at an Israelite and you're going to know. You're going to know. That's one of the priests of the Most High. He come from a noble family. Hey, things going on in the land, it's going to come before our judges. The whole infrastructure is going to be, imagine America upside down. You're going to have a righteous place. You're gonna,
That's right.
dang, this place go hard, man. You know, you wake up like, damn, I'm still,
Yeah.
I'm still here, man. Got to go to work. I got to go back to work, back to slavery.
Malachi like, damn.
Hey, you know how much I got to crack good jokes to get through a shift? Like, I got to just have a crazy good mindset.
You gotta have a mindset, bro. You gotta change.
You can't let Babylon break you. You gotta have the spirit,
You gotta
man.
convince yourself that you win, man.
You gotta what?
You gotta convince yourself that you win.
You gotta convince yourself that it's gonna change tomorrow. Imagine waking up and just being like, man.
All praises.
Imagine, where do I start? You just
Yeah.
That's a breath of fresh air. You ain't even have to say
imagine a breath of fresh air. Shit, we can't even get a breath of fresh air here. I mean, the air is goddamn polluted. Imagine a drink of fresh water. The water don't even got the normal minerals that your body is supposed to have to maintain hydration.
Right.
You drink the purified water, it's just H2O. There's no good minerals in there. You got distilled water. You just getting your body wet. You're not getting hydrated. And then you go buy a hydration drink, Body Armor and Gatorade, and it's just nothing but artificial sugar in there. A little bit of nasty salt that ain't even good salt. I mean, from the smallest to the largest. You can't own anything. You own a car, and then in the mail, you got a yearly thing you gotta pay. I mean, what is insurance? And when do I get this money back? Never. No. You so-called own the house, and then you got taxes on the house. You gotta get your tag, and then you finally get you $1,000 because you been busting ass. You in America though.
And you know how I say you so much, but you reap little. Man, it seems like all we do is work, but it's like we always have enough as servants of the Lord. But as a nation, we never have enough. As a people, we never have enough.
Right. It says, "Thou shalt sow much and reap little." I know you got a scripture.
I was going to bring it up for you.
Which one?
Haggai 1:6.
Bring it out.
I love it.
This is Haggai 1 verse 6.
Bring it out.
Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages. See, I need a new Bible.
Hey, don't get his.
Don't ever get his Bible up. Ever since I met you, you had this thing.
And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
Oh my goodness. It's never enough.
Bro, why is Malachi posted like that, bro?
He's so locked in.
Why are you posted
That's
like that,
Babylon.
bro?
Hey, it says when you get your earnings and your money, you put it in a bag, but on the bottom of the bag is holes. You save up your $1,000 and you trying to get a cushion, and then the damn transmission blows. then you get then you get a new car, you fix that, and then you're behind a little bit on rent. You catch up, and then it's child support. You can just ticket. Then you get a ticket for $250. Sheriff.
Then your wives want to do
You
something.
caught you because you was going 50 in the 45, man. Don't do that.
America,
man.
You're
All
lucky.
that is taxed.
And all of that is taxed. Oh, look, man. Then every time you get paid, it's like you don't get your whole paycheck. and then you get taxed. Then you go with the money you already got taxed on, you take it to the grocery store, and then you get taxed again. What are we gonna do? Then the end of the year come and you got another tax.
Subject to payment.
159 plus tax, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
And you be like, ain't the 59 cents supposed to be the tax? What the
what? We hit you with that 8.517 tax, boy. Broke nigga. We need that. Hey, you get an inheritance from your father. You get taxed.
Bro,
You're not just gonna pass money down that easy. You better figure it out.
that's crazy.
Oh, man. You own the house? Yeah, man. Go ahead and tax. Well, you forgot.
You saving up what? The 401k, which is, it's a scam, man. 401k, you saving up money, you fall on hard times.
Gotta take it out.
You take it out. Oh no, you took it out too early. You gotta
Penalties.
tax it.
You gotta tax that. We're gonna hit you with a good fat
Yeah, you took it out too
fine.
early.
It's a
Do
penalty.
you know about these fees? You should have read the fine print, brother. Taking a lot of damage. You're getting hit on the head, man.
Yeah, that money you were saving, you took that out too early.
Okay.
Your money? You took it out, your money too much.
Who even needs money?
Who needs it? Money? Not me.
It's getting crazy,
That's how
man.
they
One of
say.
y'all gonna have to just, be the next big thing, man. What's up?
I think they made a new law where you can't go outside of the country to start a business and bring it back to America. A guy did it, he made a fortune on it, and after then, he
They tried to
ruined
seize
it.
it.
They seized that and they said, nah. Now, you're taxed when it's imported in.
I mean, if you have a U.S. citizenship and you move out of the country, but you're still a citizen of America or the U.S., and you start a business wherever you at, I mean, they still gonna tax you, I believe.
I think it was this. He revoked his American identity
His
to get,
citizenship?
to get like his money not taxed.
Yeah.
And now they made a law where
Yeah.
you, so you can't, so it's a out of a leave America tax.
To get out of this thing, man, you gotta pay.
Like basically, yeah. Like if you,
America is
yeah.
a big, fat corporation, business.
Like the police can pull up on you, and like if you got too much money. Oh no, that's too much money. We're gonna have to hold that. We're gonna have to take that
Yeah.
until we figure out what's going on.
Until we figure out how you got the money. Yeah. Yeah, America out here doing it, man. They out here doing it. Then you got the damn public servants, the police officers. They only get paid because of us and all of our taxes, and then they treat you like shit. They're supposed to be protecting us. And then, they doing the opposite. Not helping that much. Not helping that much, man. Is it more on the Isaiah 61?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it.
And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles,
Yeah.
and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed.
So everybody that sees the Israelites, they're going to be acknowledged as such. You're going to really get the respect, the dignity, the honor. Shalom, King.
Shalom.
You're going to really start to see what it was supposed to be from the beginning. But when we go into the good news, nobody talk about this. Nobody talk about the vengeance that's going to take place.
right.
Nobody really talks about that. When people think about the good news, the gospel, they don't think about the deliverance of the Israelites. They just don't. They just don't, man. That was it on Isaiah, yeah?
God.
All right, let's get it, man. So I'm going to wrap this one up. And I'm going to pass it to the next powerful speaker by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem, Hamashiach, Yahushua. Shalom.